All right. Hi, guys. Tonight we are going to have Chelsea talking about apps that I've had a lot of questions about. So first, let me go into announcements, and then we're going to take a quick team photo since Casey has to hop off. And then I'll spin it over to Chelsea. So, share screen. I always open up my screen before I share it, and then I have to come back and find where I'm doing. And then if you have any questions for Chelsea once she is talking, just post them in the chat because somebody else may be able to answer it. If not, when she's done, she can go over all those things. So this week's top 5 coaches of the week, the top coach is Melissa Ludwig, my sister. Congrats to her. And then the other 4 are Heather Shields, Michael White, Jennifer Stella, who is on Heather's team. I'm pretty sure she's a pretty new coach, which is super exciting that you can be on this board, even as a new coach. And Kayla Creel, Kayla Creel is her married name. I always have to double check because her Beachbody name and her Facebook name don't match up. So way to go to everybody. And that's a picture that I sent my assistant to add to the page. And then here's some announcements. All of challenge packs right now are $20 off. Not all of them, but most of them. So like if somebody just wants the workouts in Shakeology right now, it's $140. Shakeology is normally $30. That's ridiculous. You're getting an entire year of workouts for $10. So great deal. Final days to register for Summit. It's happening in like 30 days. I'm so excited to see so many of you. Summit is great. It's our national conference where we get to finally squeeze people that we talk to online every day in person and really just kind of get to know your tribe. So if you're not coming this year, we will miss you. Please, please, please make it a 100% must do for 2020. It's a tax write-off, everything, your plane ticket, your meals, everything is a tax write-off. And it's just a ton of fun and seriously has been such a game changer for so many coaches getting to this live event. So this summit is July 11th through 13th-ish, something around there. And when it's over, tickets for the following year will go on sale, and they are always discounted at first. So we will post in the team page. You'll know when it's happening. You can get yours right away. If you are a new coach, you can qualify for your free summit ticket by hitting Success Club in your first 3 months of a coach. So those are things. Morning Meltdown, our Snoop group was supposed to be open Monday, but we have everything ready. So you can feel free to add yourself and start adding your clients. If you just search Snoop group you go to your Beautifully Made Family page, search Snoop group, and any post associated that will pop up. I've shared it multiple times. I even posted about it today, so it should be pretty close to the top. Add yourself, and then I have it set that anybody in Beautifully Made Family is automatically approved, and then you can get your people in there. I made a post today about how to personally invite people that have been interested or any past clients. I'm posting about it in my challenge groups and stuff and sharing the group itself in my challenge group and saying, hey guys, we have a new program. It's every workout is less than 30 minutes. Add yourself to this group, go through the units and take a look. Let me know if you want to do this with me. It's so easy, especially to start with current challengers if you have current challengers to start there. Okay, we'll go over that on the team page. And then the leaderboard is Lindsay Cunningham has 6 and Success Club points. I have 6. And then on the board, we have Heather and Maddie with 4. Congrats. And Stephanie Wilmhoff, Casey, Hannah, Melissa, and Emily all with 2 Success Club points. So changing lives. That's awesome. Way to go. And then in the team volume categories, this is basically means once you hit Emerald, you are starting to accrue volume by teaching your team to change lives just like you are. So we have Rachel in the 250 plus club. We've got Rachel, Melissa, Heather, Brenna, Amber, and then a 150 plus, my second CBC, Danielle Rhodes and Mindy Kovacs. And top recruiter was myself. So this has been kind of a slow week and month so far, but don't worry, keep talking to people. Summer is always a little slow, but just know that it is up to you to go and talk to people and start genuine conversations and not wait for people to come to you. I want you to show up and share what you're doing every day, but don't wait for people to comment and and do all these things and reach out to you, because you have to be proactive in this business, especially in these times that are slow. So I think that's it. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to go over the really quickly. Snoop group, I covered that. What else did I say I wanted to talk about, Chelsea? I told you something this morning that I wanted to cover.
Yeah, I don't remember anymore.
Okay. Just kidding. If we think of it, we'll let you know. But if you're just hopping on, make sure that if you have any questions as Chelsea is going over things, just put them in the chat and then we'll help you with that. So let's take a quick picture. There, Crystal's back. There's Felicia. Okay. I feel like I just talked like for 30 years and I need to breathe. Okay. Let me find my filter. Okay. Oh, this lighting is so bad. This is a struggle every week. I should just delegate somebody else every week. Hold on, let me turn my ring light down. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, it's a video. Hold on. Guys, anybody can be a coach. Let me.
It's always a video.
It's always a video. And then I save it every time so that I can post that I did it every time. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Look at that little nugget, Priscilla. So cute. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Here's Chelsea. Bye.
Okay, let me share my screen. And I'm actually going to leave it like this. I'm not going to play the whole slide because I want to be able to stop and pause things. Also, I'm on a rolly chair, which I'm never on a rolly chair, so we might get a little out of control because when I talk, I just realize that I do this all the time. So it might be a problem. So I asked in the team page what specific things you guys wanted me to talk about, so I took notes on that, and then I recorded on my phone all the information. Full disclosure, I do have an iPhone, so if you have an Android, things might be a little bit differently. They might look a little different. I think all of the apps I'm talking about work on both, but I'm not 100% positive, so I'm sorry if you have an Android. I'm just putting that disclaimer out there. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was saving videos from Facebook with screen recording, because this comes up a lot with a lot of different things, especially when we're sharing unfold stories, because you're not allowed to just record people's videos right from their page a lot of the time. And there's apps out there that you can use, but what I found is the easiest is just to record your screen and save it to your camera. This morning, actually, so Android, I guess, does not have a screen recorder, but this morning, actually, Greg, while on our workout Zoom, found a really cool app that works like that. It's called AZ Screen Recorder, and I'll put that in the chat when I'm done. But so if you have an Android and you want to try it that way, that's fine. And then this is the iPhone way. So it's this first video is a little bit of inception because I had to record it and then show myself making a recording. So it was a little confusing. It took me 4 tries to stop turning it off. But so basically, if you have an iPhone, you can swipe right up from the bottom. And then this button right here, you can press record. It will give you a 3-second countdown. Since I'm already recording, it didn't give the countdown. And then I'm just pulled up there's Jody doing some burpees. I pulled up a random Facebook video. And basically, you'll just let it play the whole video through. This is a 10, 15-second video. And your screen is recording this the whole time. You'll leave it on. You'll let it record. Get it, girl. And then when it's done, you will close out and you will stop recording, which you can do either by touching the red strip at the top or swiping up from the bottom. And then something that I like to do that's a little bit extra, but I like to have my videos look cleaner. I like them to look like I didn't steal them from someone else's Facebook page. You can go to so that video will automatically save to your camera roll. And then what you can do is you can open it up in your camera roll and you can hit edit down here. And then it will come up with this whole clip at the bottom. These are all the slides of the video. And you can see I kind of went through and looked at the point where I wanted to cut off. Then if you touch this, it will turn yellow. And then you can just drag from the end. I like to do both ends so it makes it look cleaner so you can't see the timer at the bottom or anything like that. that's just a super, super helpful thing for literally anything, because I get annoyed trying to figure out how to record things or trying to steal stuff from people or like copy an unfold story. And it's just so much easier just to record it on your screen. I also use screen recording a lot to explain to challengers how to get to things. Like if they're trying to use BOD or they're trying to use something and they can't find it, it's a lot easier than like trying to explain, to just show them on your screen what it looks like. So that's it for that one. Then the next one is about Lightroom. So I wanted to chat really quickly. The way that I do Lightroom is I use presets on there, and you can actually purchase presets on Etsy. I think I got a pack of like 10 or 15 for like $4. And basically what it is you purchase a bundle of pictures, and it will be all the pictures will be already edited. And so I am I wear a lot of blue. I am by the water a lot. So I purchased a pack that was like the sky blue or whatever pack, but there's hundreds of different styles if you want to do like light and airy. I know Liz McKenna had a more like pink one, that you can pick whatever kind of fits your Instagram theme. And you would buy it on Etsy, and then basically it comes with instructions on how to add it to Lightroom. Lightroom is an app. You can just buy it in the App Store. And then I will show you here. So when you open up Lightroom, it will have all your pictures there, but then it will also have all of your presets that you bought in there as pictures. These are all the presets that I bought. I think it was literally, like I said, $4. And basically how it works is you open up the picture and then you go to these 3 dots up here. Those 3 dots up there will have the option to create a preset. I just did a test one because I already have this one in there because it's one that I use all the time. But the purpose of the preset is it essentially copies all of the lighting, the contrast, the coloring from whatever the picture is. So even if you find like a really cool Google image or a cool Pinterest picture that you like how it looks, you can save it as a preset and it will make all your pictures look like that. So what I did was I saved it as a preset, and then I'll show you, I'm going back up to one of my own pictures as if I were going to edit it. So this is just a random picture of me. And then if you go to presets down here, you can see these are all the ones that I already have saved. And then here's the test one that we just added. You click it and it just makes your picture look like literally beautiful. And I usually don't touch anything else. Sometimes when I am taking pictures outside, if the lighting is too bright or like a little bit different than my normal pictures, I will edit the brightness a little bit just if the preset doesn't work. But usually I just literally click that one button and then that's it. And it looks really nice on your Instagram because then all of your Instagram pictures are like uniform on your page. I think that's it for that one. I'm like also out of breath. My allergies have been really bad and I feel like oh, okay. So this one, before I add things to my Instagram, this is good for like a picture like I just showed you is not as bad because there's not really anything in the background, but a lot of times I will take pictures and there will be like clothes on the floor in my room or like crap all over and in the way. And so I like to just blur the background to create a focus on whatever it is that I'm taking a picture of. I used to use the app Aviary, and I actually looked in the App Store today, and I still have it on my phone and it works, but it no longer exists on the App Store as of like today. I looked, but I'm going to show you how I use it. And oh, I don't know, something weird just happened. Whatever. I don't know what my computer's doing. I'll show you what I do because there's another app. It's called Pixlr. It's Pixlr, and it does exactly the same thing in blurring and changing the focus of the picture, but it's just not the same app. So this is what you can do at the bottom. You go to blur. It gives you options for like a size of the brush, and then you can literally just drag and it will blur whatever you touch. I like to do that for more specific things, but then I also really love the focus one where you can do a circle or a rectangle and then just like drag it to the shape you want and it will blur everything that's not within that box. Like I said, this app no longer exists, but Pixlr is a good one for that. And someone can put that in the chat, or I can put that in the chat when I'm done. And it works literally exactly the same. Okie doke. My up scrolling feature on my mouse doesn't work, so that's always an adventure when I scroll down too far. This one? Yeah. Okay. So this, a lot of people do this differently. A lot of people record their workouts different ways, but I don't like to be interrupted during my workout to take a video. So this is the simplest way that I found to make the video work without like stopping every 3 seconds to do something, because I want to actually get a good workout in, and that's the whole point. So what I like to do is I first record my clips on Instagram stories, and I use the hands-free option. So I'll show you. When you swipe to the right, that opens up your stories. There's me. Look how cute I am last night. And then if you swipe all the way over on the bottom, you see all the options. The last one on the right is hands-free. Now, real quick, I just noticed this morning on my other Instagram account that the settings were changed a little bit. So the hands-free is now all the way to the left. I don't know. It's the same exact options. It does the same exact thing. It just, maybe if Instagram updates, it might be on the wrong side. So just so you're aware of that. When you use the hands-free, you can touch it once and then no hands. You don't need your hands to use it. And then if you hold it down, if you hold down on the middle, it will give you a countdown. That is always the one I use because I don't like to have a million clips where it's like my finger like backing away from the screen. So when I work out, I will set it up on my little tripod, and I filmed for a long time because I want to show you something specific that I do. So Instagram films in a series of 15-second clips. So I filmed longer than that because I wanted to show you what I do. I normally will just let it run while I'm working out. So there might be, it does a max of 4 clips. So there might be 4 random clips on there. When I'm done, I will click on one of them, and then this is the save up here, and I will save it. I'll pick one, like sometimes I'm like still getting set up on the first one, but I'll pick one in the middle and decide which one I want best. Another thing you can do, which I wanted to just show you real quick while I have this open, is that if you are recording, like you're talking to the screen, you can hold down on one of the clips and a little trash can will appear, and you can delete that clip, and then it will go away. So that's really cool if you like are talking to your phone and like I do, you get distracted and then like the last clip is something stupid. You can hold down and you can delete it. Okay. So those clips that I took are then saved in my camera roll, and then I just leave them alone. Like I might go like have a post-workout meal, I might do my invites, I might do all this stuff because I don't like for Triller or anything to take up more. Like if Triller is taking you 2 hours, I said this the other day, if Triller is taking you 2 hours to make a 30-second video, then don't make a Triller, because that's not the point. I mean, it looks really cool. It's an awesome tool to use. It gets really good engagement. But if it's taking away from you actually like sending your invites or adding people or having conversations, then it's stupid. Don't do it. So I like to have the Instagram clips on my camera roll so that I can just leave it. I get ready for work, and then I'll have them loading while I'm like doing my makeup or something in the morning. So the next one is adding your workout clips to Triller. So now you have all the clips, they're on your photo album. And then I will show you what I do next. So Triller is the app. It's like a music app. I think most of you probably have it. If not, it's in the App Store. It's free. It's on Android and iPhone. And this is what I normally do. So you open the app, you touch this plus down here, and then you pick music video. And then what's really cool is if you have a Spotify account, it will actually connect to your Spotify. So any of the last, like these are some of the last playlists that I might have listened to on Spotify. They will come up and the music will be here, which is a cool feature. And I think if you have Apple Music, I don't, then your own music will be here. And then I just pick a random song. I'm going to put the volume down because I think the volume is loud on that. Then I just picked a random song, and I also like to change this time down here. So it says 29 seconds. It usually, I think, starts at 15. I like to make it 30 seconds, 29 or 30 seconds, because I like to have it be 2 clips on Instagram when I post it on Instagram at the end. So I loaded the song, and then this down here is where you're going to click, and you're going to get your pictures, your videos from your phone gallery. So I have 5 recorded clips here. You just tap them all and then they load. It takes a while, so I stopped it because I'm not going to make you sit there and watch my stories load. So we have another one. Then once they're in there, this is me again last night. Here are the 4 clips I added. And then you have the option to add a live clip here. You just click this and it will give you a countdown. It might be loud. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I only do this for 1 second, but I just wanted to show you that you can add in, because I often will like to have my clips that are saved, and then I'll do like a quick like fun clip or dancing around clip at the end. It gets a lot more engagement if people think you look stupid, honestly. So then you have your clips here. Then what you can do is you can go to shuffle, and it will make them all shuffled up. And each clip is represented by a color. So if you click edit video, you'll actually see that, hang on, it's coming. You'll see all the different colors. So like pink is this one, whatever. And you can shuffle them around. So you can press shuffle as many times as you want until you like it. Another option is to add filters. So if you go back, I clicked the back arrow and I went back to the original screen, and then you can individually add filters. So like you can click on a clip, and then the filters are down at the bottom. There's like normal filters that you just use the arrows to use, and then there's like all these bizarre ones at the bottom. I truly never use any of the crazy ones because I think it's like too much. Every now and then I think it's fun to add like 1 or 2. I just added a bunch of random crazy ones to show you. I don't think I've ever done a Triller video that like has that much insanity going on. But it's interesting, and it's good to like, especially if I do a super dark workout, I will change the filter if like my light wasn't enough, to just make it a little bit brighter. So then you have all your clips, you have it, you shuffle. Is that really loud? Okay, good. I don't know if you can even hear it. So then once you have all your clips, then you do finish up top here. And then I always set it to private because I just always set it to private. I feel like you always should. And then I do workout and fitness as the category, post and save. And then it will create a video, and then you can save it and it will go right to your camera roll. And then from there is where I add it to my Instagram stories. And I just feel like you can post right to Triller if you want, but in my opinion, it's like, I don't want to have to think of a song at 5 in the morning of like what I want to work out to. So as long as I can do the clips and then figure out the song like at 8 in the morning, I'm better with that. If you want to do it the other way around, you can totally just film on Triller. It will do however many clips you want, and it works just fine. But that's just the way I do it, and that's the way that I have found to be the simplest and the easiest and the least overwhelming. Okay, last thing. Unfold. We have talked a lot about Unfold as a tool mostly for business-related things, for when we're having a coach sneak peek, when we're doing a challenger, like a challenge group call to action, anytime there's a new product. It's a really awesome tool, but it's another thing that like, if it's taking you 3 hours to do it, then just make a normal story and move on with your life. It is simple to do. It can be time consuming, but it's overall pretty simple. So I just kind of made a test one. I'll show you really quick. When you open Unfold, these are some of the ones that I already have made. What's cool about Unfold, honestly, is that you can make something and then you have it forever. So like, I have a bod one that I will throw in my stories like a couple of times a month. I have a coaching call to action that I will just change the date on if we're having a sneak peek, stuff like that. So it really is like you're kind of creating your own library of stuff that you can use, which is awesome. So I don't mind taking a few minutes to make it if it's going to be something that I'm going to use more than just one time. So I just typed in a test, you do create story, this plus sign here starts, you have all these templates. Anything with a dot down here is you have to pay for it. I don't pay for anything, and I feel like you get plenty without paying for anything. So you choose from a random template. There's like a combination of pictures and words. You kind of want to pick it depending on what size your pictures are and stuff like that. There's a random picture of me. And then you can type in whatever you want, and then you can edit the text. There's all different fonts here. And then there's a ton of, you just kind of have to play around with it. Again, anything with a dot you have to pay for, but there's plenty that you don't need to. You can make the size bigger. You can make the space between the words bigger. You can change the color of the letters. You can put a highlight on the letters. It's very user-friendly if you just go in there and click around. So once you create one slide, I just click the plus again. I click the edit, and you can change the background color of the slide. I click this pencil down here to do that. You can change the background color, and then you can just add another slide. So I picked a different template this time. I'm going to pick 2 random pictures, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to edit the background using this. You can add stickers. There's not that many, but there's like a few random ones if you want to add stickers, or arrows for stuff. I use sometimes for the coach stuff. Change the background color, and then if you use this eye here, it will let you view it as if it's on your story. So you can swipe through and see it as if it's on your story. That's pretty much it. There's honestly not that much to it. It's very simple, but I think people get overwhelmed with it because you feel like you have to have a million of them. Like, not every one of your stories has to be a unfold story. I just think it's really good to have. Like, I have one, when I did Ultimate Portion Fix and I was following through the master series, I followed along with whatever she told us to do on social media. So I have like a sugar cravings one and like a portion control one, and I use them from time to time, but then I always have them in my account. So I'm not like creating them every day. Like, there's no way I would do that every day. Like, one Saturday morning, I'll take like 15 minutes and make 3 of them or something. And that's it, I think. There's 41 questions or 41 things in the chat, but I'm sure that it's not questions. Does anyone have any questions? Is there anything that I didn't talk about?
I learned so much stuff. I didn't even know how to do some of these things, so thank you. Oh yeah, and if you signed up for the certification and you haven't canceled your master series,
yeah, do that.
Cancel that. It's not worth it. You're getting content that's like not great for $20 a month. I just noticed I was still being charged that, so cancel that.
Yeah.
Casey says, you're going places, you're killing every aspect. That was so good. So I'm gonna let anybody else post in the or open it up. The one thing I did just say after watching the unfold, Chelsea, is I'm gonna create a photo album in our team page, and then we can all drop our unfold stories in there and grab them, because that makes it so easy. You need a couple screen shares or something, grab it there. And then every time you make one, guys, just pop it in there, and then we can kind of use each other, and that would be so.
And that's the scenario where if you cannot figure out how to get a video unfold to save, you can do the first thing I showed you, which is just record it on your screen and then trim the ends. That's like when that is the most useful.
Yeah, because you can't download. So she's talking about using Unfold, and she put in a video into it instead of a photo, and you can't just from Facebook. I don't think you can download that. So you can do the screen recording, which she showed you how to do. So does anybody have any questions? I'll let anybody ask anything. And it doesn't have to be the app she covered. It can be anything you're struggling with, Instagram stories or any app. We're good. Okay, yeah, that was so helpful. I feel like this is a recording. I'm gonna just be like, all new coaches need to watch this, because this is something that is so simple. Like, I didn't know, before knowing about the hands-free option, I was like, that is a game changer. One other thing, just thinking of Instagram and Facebook that I learned that it was so helpful in the beginning is marking your messages as unread. I just randomly thought of this, but that was like a moment when I figured out that you can do that, because if you open it and then you're like, oh, I don't have time, I'll answer that later, then you're like, oh, it's gone, I've forgotten it. So what I will do is I will open messages and I'm like, is this something I need to answer right now? no. Okay, I can do this when I actually log into Facebook versus like, is this a one sentence answer reply that I can do? So if you need any help with that, what is it? Swiping for Instagram and then you click unread. Can you do that on IG and Facebook? Talking to myself again. Thanks, Tori. Yeah.
The Instagram, you mean Instagram DMs for marking it unread? Yeah. Do you just swipe to the left?
Swipe to the left, and then it gives you a blue box that says unread, at least for the iPhone. I don't know if it's Maddie's phone or what. I feel like she can't mark them as unread on Instagram for some.
You have to have a whatchamacallit account.
You have to have a business account?
Business account.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I like the business account, guys. I know that it doesn't connect to your personal Facebook, but you should be posting them separately anyways. Your stories don't go up there, but I'm always telling people to follow me on Instagram anyways. I'm always like, I share more there. I used to literally, how Maddie found this business was, I asked her about it, but she was a friend, so I didn't want to do it. I literally paid her to download my Instagram stories and put them on Facebook because I thought I was getting more engagement and I wasn't. Nothing came of it. So, Android screen recorder app is AZ screen recorder. And then we'll post this in the comments. Casey said something, another app earlier. Somebody said something in the chat. What was it? There's another app somebody mentioned. Not Pixlr.
MobiZen. I think it does the same.
For the screen recording?
Yeah.
MobiZen. MobiZen for anybody for screen recording for Android.
The app for blurring was Pixlr. It's just Pixlr because Aviary apparently is dead.
Who knew? Can you still download it?
No, it's not on the App Store. Like I still have it on my phone and it works fine, but it's not. It doesn't exist on the App Store anymore.
I missed that. Sorry.
I checked today.
All right. So I loved this. Thank you so much, Chelsea. That was great. So helpful. So what you guys need to focus on this weekend is starting genuine conversations and then talking to your current challengers, getting them into the Snoop group, getting everybody in there. And then what you do is don't just add them and forget about it. I invite them and then I send them a message. And I made a post about this today. I send them a message. So say it's a past challenger or somebody that commented on one of my posts that I've been posting the transformations. And you can find the transformations for the Morning Meltdown 100 in the Snoop group. There's a whole photo album of transformations. So I posted, or you can see how I posted the other day, posted a bunch of transformations, asked who was excited for a 20 to 30 minute program, and I got a bunch of people to respond. So I am messaging them, talking about what their goals are, what they're currently doing for exercise, and then inviting them to the Snoop group. Sending them the link as well as adding them, because you can't tag somebody until they've accepted. And maybe they get a ton of notifications and they don't see it. So I actually share the link to the group and I say, hey, I got you added to the group. Here's the link in case you didn't see the notification. Accept the invite and I'll tag you in the first post, but you can just go through the units and see the pricing and the packages and everything. The only thing I realize I don't have in there yet is the pricing for just unlocking it. So if somebody has bought and they're not going to do a challenge pack, I just realized I don't have the base thing. So I need to get that in there tonight. But other than that, everything is in there.
I just wanted to real quick say about BB links because this just came up in the chat. So BB links, it's literally BB and then the word links. It's like an old app that Beachbody used to use to send out links to customers. I don't use it to send out links, but April uses it and I use it to check packages. So like if you're going to send someone something, like earlier, Emily in our chat was asking like how many Shakeology samples come in a certain sampler pack. If you're wondering what's included or what equipment they get with it, you can just go to that item in BB Links, click on it, and then it will show you just like what's in the package. And you don't send it to anyone, but instead of like having to create a whole share cart, like only to not really use it, you can just look. It's kind of like a directory of all the products in there. We just talked about that today, so I figured I'd say that.
Yes. And I will share the picture in the team page. I think I have everybody's screen name except for you, Savannah. What is your screen name? So I can just tag you. Nope, you're muted.
I realized that after I started speaking. For some reason, my daughter's name pops up on here, so I was actually just realizing that when I signed in. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that.
Oh, sorry. But what is your screen name?
Dora Lisa Urquidez. So DORALISA. Last name is URQUITEZ.
Okay. Thank you. I would have typed it wrong 3 times to be able to find you. I was like, I swear that is her. And then it's maybe it's another coach. So sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I should have said something earlier.
The wrong name. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
It's Doralisa's first team call too. So welcome.
Thank
All right.
you.
I will I'm gonna stop there.